Our truth and our reality is that we are all born into war. Yes, we are all born into warfare. It takes the grace of God for us to come to this realization so that we can begin to look for our weapons to begin to fight. Child of God, you're once again welcome to another spirit-filled episode of Complete Devotion to God. We are a non-denominational group who seek to mine for eternal treasures in the books God has led his generals to write. Yes, that is Christian literature. I do hope this episode will be a blessing to you as the other episodes have been a blessing. In case you haven't watched any of the episodes, go back and watch them. It will really be a blessing to you. Stay tuned. Be right back.
And see, Mommy, can we do a recap of what we have been reading and studying so far?
Oh, why not?
So far, we've been reading the book, The Final Quest, that was written by Joyner. After he had a vision that God gave him. And the vision is actually about the church, the health of the church in the last days. And it describes how the church is, and then what the enemy is planning against the church. And in the beginning, we realized that there is an evil army. That is a well-organized army that the devil has actually planned against the church. And the purpose of this army is to attack every level of relationship. So, brother to brother, sister to sister, church members and their pastors, husband and wife, mothers and children, fathers and their sons, every level of relationship is being attacked. And they have their weapons that they have organized to attack these relationships and the people that are involved. And so they have a whole lot of things. They have jealousy, they have intimidation, they have treachery, they have accusations, they have gossip, they have slander, they have fault finding. Some of them are even smaller squads, which they use to trigger the attack. And they might use unforgiveness as an opening, a small thing to cause an unforgiveness, and it can lead to a huge thing like rage, bitterness.
Like anger.
Anger, yeah. And then it can lead to unforgiveness and then bitterness. And when people want to do something and they have unforgiveness and bitterness amongst them, Mommy, you know that it will be difficult for them to even come to an agreement to pursue a unified cause. And it's opening our minds and our eyes that, in fact, some of the things that goes on around us in the church, in the family, among siblings, they are not for nothing. It is actually a strategy of the enemy to make people not come to unity so that they can build anything good for themselves and even for God. And from there, we came to understand, say, the devil has taken hostage of certain prisoners, and these prisoners are Christians, and they don't even know they are prisoners. Meanwhile, they are actually being used by the devil
Right.
to pursue his agenda. And we came to the understanding that anytime that you don't find peace when you come to the presence of God, it means that whatever weight that you are carrying should be dropped so that you can come boldly before the presence of God and actually engage Him well, be intimate with Him, strengthen your relationship with God so that you can mine hidden treasures from Him. And that will also help you to be equipped. And we understood that we have to be very much equipped. That is in Ephesians 6:10. We have to be very much equipped with the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, helmet of salvation, the feet of the preparation of the gospel, the sword of the spirit, and then the shield of faith. Yeah. And then praying without ceasing as well. And we also understood that this equipment is to one, defeat the schemes of the enemy. It is to defeat the schemes of the enemy. And then secondly, is to help us stand to continue fighting. And we've gone through the weapons, and then we came to, and then some of the things that we realized about the prisoners were that they are full of depression, they have a lower self-esteem, they are downhearted, they are intimidated, they have stresses, they are full of guilt and shame. And they lack confidence. They try to hide themselves, and that is what the devil really wants them to do. But he doesn't want them to pick up their weapons and fight. Yeah. So
with complexes, inferiority complex.
Yeah. And so we came to the battle having begun. That was last 2 weeks and last week. That's what we discussed. And the fact that the battle has begun. Meanwhile, there are people that are playing who are not aware that there's something at stake. And what finally is helping in the battle is faith, hope, and love. And we realize that the purpose of faith is actually to draw us to God, to help us seek God. And whatever becomes something that you are searching, that makes you start building faith and praying to God and waiting on God and working for God for. That thing you can't see now, but you hope to receive. That thing is actually God that you are looking for. It's God. That gap that you can't see now, it is God that is using it to woo you to Himself. So as you are praying to God and believing in Him, and you are working for Him, and you are reading the scriptures and you are praying, all these are helping you to sow spiritually and making spiritual investments. And He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. And even when what you are looking for, you don't get exactly what it is, He will still reward you for diligently seeking him. He will reward you in the right way. And eventually
Okay.
it will mature you. You will find him. Your hope to find him. No,
Mm-hmm.
it will not be empty. You will really find him. And eventually, as you are drawn deeper and deeper to God, he will change you into another man full of love.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where love comes in. And when he brings you to that point, by the time he will bring you to the point full of love, it means that he has really broken you. He has really broken you. He has molded you, and he has changed you into another man. So you will not find it difficult to exhibit the attributes of love, which is long suffering, patience,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
kindness, enduring. You do them easily because the process that he will take you through the period of waiting, no, it will change you into another man. So today we are to continue by reading The Highway. So I am reading. So the highway. The highway.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, when I saw the highway, I was asking myself, Mommy, I was asking myself that there's a war going on.
Yeah, so where are we going on? Okay.
Yeah, but why have they come to the highway?
That is why we have to keep reading on. Maybe they are crossing they are crossing roads
It's true.
and they have come to a highway.
It's true.
Because don't forget that the lesson that I want to add to what you said was that um when some of the Christians saw that they are in a danger zone and were trying to correct them.
Mhm,
Most of the Christians, they said that, oh, no, 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 we are in safe place. God will never
mm,
do anything bad to us. We are in a peaceful place, you know. So
mm,
maybe at that peaceful place, there is also condemnation there, right?
mm,
Who is the head of the initial prisoners? And he might be following them, and now they see that someone is chasing them and they have to cross the highway to the other end. So let's read on.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mommy, is true. When I
Yeah.
when I saw the highway and I tried to search for what a highway meant, and
Mm-hmm.
I read that it's a main road that links two cities.
Mm-hmm.
Then my mind came to it that, okay, so it means that as we are fighting, we are actually moving from one location to another.
One place to the other. Sure.
Uh-huh. So it is not like you are fighting and you are standing still.
At a one place.
Uh-huh. You are fighting and you
Mm-hmm.
are conquering and you are claiming territories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you are supposed to move along on a road from
Yeah.
one point to the other. So that as you are moving, then you are conquering and you are adding to your.
On the road, in the valley, on the mountains, crossing rivers and
Exactly.
everything. I mean,
Exactly.
go through everything.
Uh-huh. Okay. So the highway.
Mm-hmm.
We had swords named the word of God and arrows that were named for biblical truths. We know, so as for the swords named the word of God, we know that the word of
Mm-hmm.
God, its um
Yes.
purposes,
Mm-hmm.
what it is and all that. But biblical truths, what are they?
Mm-hmm. They have mentioned a couple of them.
I do hope you were blessed. God bless you for tuning in. And don't forget to put on the whole armor of God so that we can stand against the evil devices of our enemy. God bless you once again, and See you on the next episode. Sorry. Before I forget, if you want to join us for our Zoom discussions, you can send us an email to cdgbrethren@gmail.com. Yes, cdgbrethren@gmail.com to join us on our Zoom discussions, and I believe you will really be blessed. We are a wonderful family. Yeah. All right. So till I see you on the next episode, remain blessed.